Hey guys and gals, A here. Welcome to another episode of EDC. Today we are talking knives that don't suck under $30. What are they? Come on back and check it out because here we go. Alright guys and gals, so this video came about kind of randomly. This wasn't my plan for videos today, but I've changed how I store some of my gear. I got a new system for that, and maybe we'll do a video on that on one day. Let me know in the comments if you want to see how I store my gear and where. You guys have not seen my office yet, and it's pretty dope. So yeah, come on, let me know what you think of that, and I'll show you. Also, check out the new shirts. EDC question mark on the pocket. We got the QR code on the sleeve, and then on the back of the shirt is the URL to get to the website. youtube.com/c/EDCQM question mark. So pretty cool. Excited to be rocking these shirts. I've got a few of them and my husband has some. We're actually going to also make some for the little guy and let him be marketing them for us. But I was reorganizing a lot of my gear into my new storage system, and in the process of that I was like, oh man, I love this knife. That knife's awesome. That was one of my first knives. And so I realized I had a theme going on with a few of them, and it was part of my first love in EDC. I always carried a pocket knife. My dad and grandfathers got me into that, and so pocket knives were something I carried for a while, but it was more like a Swiss Army knife classic or the Tinker, and then you know, like the case style knives. Yeah, slip joints were some of my first as well, and then I got into like the more, you know, like gas station-y knives. And then I got to be like an older teenager, young adult, and had my own money. And so I started watching YouTube videos and learning about all these cool knives, and some of them that even at that age, you know, I could afford. And so I started falling in love with all these knives, and going through my stuff, I found them. And I was like, man, I really still like these knives. Like, even though I have, you know, knives that are in varying price ranges, these are still solid and hold up. And so I have 5 knives, all made by Kershaw, and all $30 or less. And every single one of these knives I would buy today. Like if I saw one out, I would buy. And there are actually some really cool Kershaws under $30 that are out now that I want as well. I kind of fell into a like $20 knife rabbit hole, and I'm stoked because there's a lot of good stuff. So I'm going to show you some of my first loves in the knife world that really got me into EDC. And maybe you have some of these, maybe you have some that fall into this category and you can share your favorite, or maybe you want to check these out because I recommend all of these, and I have links below to the Amazon account, and that helps out the channel, guys. Those Amazon links, we are an affiliate store, and so when you purchase items through that, we get a little bit of a kickback, and that helps us get new products and make more videos for you. So we appreciate when you do that. So I'm gonna go lowest price to highest price. So starting out at a whopping $19 and is the Kershaw Shuffle, lovingly referred to by me and others as the Kershaw Shuffle. Yes, the Kershaw Shuffle, the Kershaw Shuffle. It's a Kershaw 8700. This knife is a black wash blade in this variation with like, it's almost like a neon purple. They also have a neon green, and it gives me like Halloween vibes, like when you see the purple and green together. I'm not sure if they have an orange or not, but purple, green, and orange together, Halloween all the time. It also comes in your standard, you know, black handles and a myriad of others. Buy all the flavors, or whatever flavor you like best. But that's a poppin' purple, and it works really well with like the stonewashed black accents everywhere, and then the black hardware, black pocket clip. I really dig it. But like I said, tons of colors. Find your favorite. But it's $19, and it comes with a bottle opener. You have this little metal thing on the end. You can use it to put a lanyard in. You could probably use it as a pommel a bit, not much. It has the cutouts for a lovely 2 or 3, depending upon the size of your fingers, 2 or 3 finger grip. I can actually wrap my pinky around the little pommel on the end, so I can get a good 4-finger grip on it. But I realize your mileage may vary. Has a dual thumb studs on it, as well as a reversible left or right tip up pocket carry. And this is rocking a 2.4 inch blade, and it has the 8CR13 MOV steel. It's an awesome steel. It's a 8CR13 MOV for me is a steel that I can sharpen myself and know I can sharpen it well and put a good edge on it. It's not going to hold the edge. The edge retention is where you're going to sacrifice somewhat, but it also depends how you're using your knife and how much. But I'm a big fan of 8CR13 MOV, mainly because of the easiness of sharpening. If it does get dull on me, I can touch up this blade myself with the materials I have. This comes in, it is a liner lock, and it comes in a closed format, including the pommel. You are looking at 3.5 inches. This is a little knife. It is a thick one, or a wide one. It's not terribly thick, but it is a wide knife. It is 2.8 ounces, so very lightweight. It is a deep pocket carry. The pocket clip actually comes up higher than the knife itself, but the pommel sticks up higher than that. But that means when you have this in your pocket, that's all you see. And so people will be like, they have a bottle opener in their pocket? Like, it definitely doesn't scream knife. I mean, pocket clip in the South screams knife. And if you couldn't tell from my accent, I am indeed from the South United States, the Southeastern United States. So if you see a pocket clip, you know someone has a knife. Elsewhere in the world or country, if that's all you see with a pocket knife, you might be wondering what exactly is that. These are glass-filled nylon handles, which is common for the cheaper Kershaws, and I dig them. I like the feel. It feels nice. And they have the K texture. So all over the knife are Ks, and for Kershaw, but that's how you can get a grip on the knife. It's not a smooth glass-filled nylon. It has the texture, so it's not going to slip out of your hands. Even if your hands are sweaty or greasy for whatever reason, you're going to be able to get a good purchase on the knife. But so for $19, buy a few. Let these be the knives that if you don't want to have a good knife in your bag and your bag knife is your backup, throw this in there. You need a knife in your car and you want something you can rely on, but that's not going to break the bank, throw it in there. The knife that when someone asks if you have a knife and they can borrow, you hand them this, you're probably going to get it back. If you don't, you're not going to cry. Like, these are, grab 3, 4, 5 of them, keep them on hand, and use them. And if you lose them, okay, no big deal. But 19 bucks, the Kershaw Shuffle, popular knife, nice, smooth, easy, and let's see if we can flip it. Mine's a little tight. I can definitely get it out, but it won't flip from there. So that could just be mine. I could loosen the pivot screw and get that going, but I will admit this has not been a user knife for me. It normally is a backup. It's in a pack. When I got it, it lived in my bag for a very long time, and honestly, just getting new knives and stuff, this ended up packed away, and I'm glad I found it. And this will be somewhere. You'll probably see it around. Now, coming in next in the price range might be one of my favorites of these three. It's probably top two to three for sure. And this is the Kershaw Brawler. Now, we're having a little trouble seeing that it is a textured handle. I have the blackout version. I think all of these might be. It has a flipper on it, and this has the Kershaw Speed Safe. So that thing flies out of there, and it is a Tonto blade. Guys, I'm sorry, I still have the poison ivy everywhere, and you can see it, and I apologize. I could have worn long sleeve shirts, but it's like 90 something degrees, so I'm not wearing a long sleeve shirt. I'm sorry. Pray for me. I am looking a lot better than I was on the arm, so treatment is under control, but it's definitely taken longer than I wanted. But Speed Safe technology, it works with the thumb stud, it works with the flipper. When I bought this knife, this was my tactical blade because it has the Tonto point. So this was my blade that I got, and it was my hard use knife. And with Kershaw's lockup system, locks up so tight, so smooth, no wiggle on it. Has some jimping there on the back of the blade. There we go. It is again the glass-filled nylon handles with 8CR13 MOV. The textured handle, you get a good grip, easily holds all 4 of my fingers with some of the knife protruding. You can really crank up in there. You can pop that thumb on the top and get some leverage. Tonto blade, great for like cuts open tape, super easy. Just take that tip right across. Love the lines on that blade. I mean, look at that. That looks like a user knife. And at $15 to $20. Now this one, you can still find it for sale. You can also find it on eBay. The Kershaw Shuffle is still for sale, brand new from Kershaw. You can still find some of these new, I believe, or this might be the one that is only on eBay. I have 2 of these knives that it's a little harder to find new, but you can definitely find it on eBay. And like I said, this one on eBay all day, $15 to $20. Obviously you can go a little more and get perhaps one that's new in box or something, but $15, $17, $18, $20, $21, yes, sign me up all day long. Now this knife has a 3-inch blade, and I know a lot of places in the States, 3 inches is that magic number. So it is a 3-inch blade, and it has the black oxide finish. So like I said, that's a blacked out knife. You have the writing on the blade, the edge of the blade, and the liners, and everything else is black on this knife, and I love it. And again, that Kershaw Speed Safe, one more time, look, I'm no movement at all, no wrist movement at all. You literally get the mechanism going, and it takes care of the rest. And I'm trying to, so you could see there, I was moving it very, very slow. Once it gets past about that point, the technology takes over, and it flies out. So highly recommend the Brawler. If you want the more tactical style knife, but you don't want to break the bank doing it, this is an awesome way. And this is the 4 pocket clip carry. You can reverse the sides, or you can reverse the location. And honestly, looking at it now, I'm gonna flip mine to right side tip up. I much prefer a tip up carry. So I'm gonna reverse that pocket clip myself when I'm done with this video. All right, next is the only knife on here that you've seen from me, and that is the Kershaw Fraction, and that's coming in at $25. Also has that Speed Safe technology, also has the black wash blade, the black oxide finish. This knife has a G10 handle, as opposed to the carbon fiber, as opposed to the glass-filled nylon of the 2 prior. And this one does indeed have the carbon fiber inlay. A little bit of a misspeak there, I said it too soon. But so you are looking at a G10 handle blue with carbon fiber inlay. This one has seen a lot of pocket carry. You can tell it's been worn. It has no thumb studs. It is just a flipper. And it too has that Speed Safe technology and flies out. This is a tip-up carry, left or right. So you can flip which side you carry it on. And smooth lines, nice thin knife, very pocketable. The Brawler came in, I didn't mention that, the Brawler came in at 3.9 ounces. That's not a heavy knife for a tactical blade. But by comparison, this comes in at 2 ounces. 2 ounces. It disappears in your pocket. It is a 2.75 inch blade, so legal in a lot of places. I know a lot of places don't allow locking blades, and this one definitely locks, but 2.75 definitely helps it become more legal in a lot more places. The pocket clip on here is not very deep. You're gonna have a good bit of the knife showing above it. But I mean, that's neither here nor there. I just like pointing out when there is a deep pocket, or deep pocket clip. But the Kershaw Fraction, once again, is rocking the 8CR13 MOV. That's what you're gonna see in a lot of budget knives. It's a good steel. It just needs resharpening more often than some other steels that you have. For me, I have no problem with that because they are very easy to touch up. But that is the Kershaw Fraction at $25. And then next, probably, oh my gosh, I love this knife, guys. I really and truly love this knife, and I'll tell you why I fell in love with it. This is the Kershaw Burst. And I fell in love with it because of, I call it the shark bite. That right there. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it's for, but I call it the shark bite. A shark bit my knife, and now I have a hole in it. Now I have a cutout of a shark's mouth. Speed safe technology, flies out, shark bite in the back of the blade, jimping on the handle so you can jimp up, you can grip up. Nice long handle, extends further than my hand. Great purchase on the knife. And I like this one because it ramps up, so it's easy to lock your thumb into place right there. It is a drop point blade, stone washed. This one is a 8CR13 MOV, glass-filled nylon handle. Stop me if you've heard it before. Same. That's how we get it in this price range, guys, and is not bad. Don't hate on glass-filled nylon. Don't hate on 8CR13 MOV. They work. They work wonderfully, and they bring costs down because of it. If I was handed a glass-filled nylon handle and I was handed a G10 handle, and you told me, you gave me two knives, and you said which one's which, I don't know. I honestly would not be able to tell you. Now, if you give me my card, I can pick that out. You give me carbon fiber, I can pick it out because it's a texture. You know, it's a color, it's a design. But if you give me glass-filled nylon and G10 and said which is which, I got no idea. I'm sure there are people who do. And the other thing about this that's pretty cool is look at the texture on the handle. I like it. And this is, you can see the stuff here. It's a reversible left or right, tip up only carry. And this one is rocking a 3-inch blade. Sound familiar? And it is 3.4 ounces. Guys, this knife for $25 to $28, you can find it on eBay. This might be one that, again, perhaps you can still find it new on some stores, but it's definitely on eBay. And the price range, it's under $30. Grab this thing up. It is gorgeous. It's a user. It wants to be put to work. And part of what I love about these knives in this price range, I'm not afraid to use them. Like, if I have a cutting job, I'm not gonna hesitate to pull any one of these out and put it to work. And the final knife coming in at $28 is definitely the #1 knife on the list. The #1 knife I had for a very long time, and one that I am still super stoked to carry. It is the Kershaw Chill. Look at that. Guys, when I bought this knife, it was running $17, and I'm still kicking myself that I didn't buy like 4 or 5 of them. $17 I got this knife for, and now at $28, I'm telling you, it's still at $28 a steal of a deal. This knife outperforms a $28 knife. And one of the things that I like about it that you can tell probably pretty quickly from looking at the other knives, this falls in that gentleman carry category. It's a thin knife. It is small, but it is long. And the flip out is beautiful. But one of the things I love about some of these knives is that assisted speed, the speed safe snaps into place. Just so cool and so satisfying in some circumstances. Sometimes you want to be a little more subtle, a little more quiet about what you're doing, and this fits that job. You're not going to snap this knife out and people's heads are going to turn like, what just happened? But look at that, guys. It is gorgeous. The lines on it, I mean, I love this knife. 28 bucks. It is a reversible, so it's right side only, but tip up or tip down. But what I find interesting is it's right side only. You're not carrying it on the left side. So that is interesting. It's a right side only, but tip up or tip down. And again, I am gonna flip that to the tip up side. I don't know why I have knives tipped down. I'm not a fan. But this knife is seriously one of my favorite knives ever. And it comes in at $28. This one you can still find brand new. I've got a link for Amazon for this knife, for the Fraction, for the Kershaw Shuffle, and like I said, the other two knives, the Brawler and the Burst, you can find one of them new on like Blade HQ and a few other knife websites. One of them is no longer being made. You can only find it on eBay, but both of those, all of these, you can find on eBay. But I do put the Amazon links when I have them because that does help the channel, like I said. Guys, this is a knife that I'm seriously thinking about getting multiples of, and this knife, being how thin it is and how lightweight it is, it's coming in at 2 ounces. You are getting 3.1 inch blade, 2 ounces. I mean, this is, for size and weight, you can't beat it. It's a 3.1 inch knife, so 3 inches. And it is 2 ounces. It weighs nothing, and it's $28. It's a home run. It's a grand slam. There's no competition here. It's hard to beat this knife. It is the 8CR13 MOV, and this has a G10 handle. So we're even upgrading the handle on here for you. And you've got a liner lock. You have a flipper. It's not assisted opening. It's not the speed safe technology. This is all manual. But it works wonderfully. It's beautiful. It's reversible, tip up or tip down, right side carry. It's 2 ounces. That's what I keep coming back to. I mean, it's gorgeous, but you cannot go wrong with any of these knives. All of them are under $30. One of them is under $20. One of them is at $20. Like it's well, I guess technically 2 of them are under 20, but they're fabulous knives, guys. Check them out. And let me know what you think. And let me know if you have something in this category. Do you have a Kershaw under $30 that I didn't mention? Because I'm going to be buying a few of these and probably doing a part 2. Because my favorite Kershaw under $30 is this. My second favorite, and it's really close, I don't have. I cannot find it. I searched everywhere. It's probably in a pack or a bag somewhere that I haven't opened in a long time as a backup knife. And so I've actually got one coming. When I couldn't find that one knife, I went ahead and ordered one immediately on Amazon, and I fell into a rabbit hole of Kershaw knives under $30 on Amazon, and there are some really good ones out there. So I'm gonna be probably doing a part 2 of this once I collect another 5, and we'll be doing Kershaw under 30 part 2, because there are some great knives out here. You do not have to spend $200, $300, $400 on a knife, and I don't want to be that channel. You give me a $28 knife, you give me a $15 to $20 knife. Look at this. For 15 to 20 bucks, how do you not like that? Like, how can you not? So we're gonna get back to some hitting all kinds of price points with knives. And this, I don't know if you can tell or not, I'm very excited. This is one of my favorite categories of knife, and it just got me nostalgic for the early days of my EDC. And every time one of these knives would come, I would be so stoked, and I would carry that knife for like 3 weeks straight without it leaving my pocket, and then rinse and repeat the process. But guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what knives get you excited like these knives get me excited. So take care, have a good one. We'll see you next time. I will never ask you to like or subscribe, but I appreciate it if you do both. I will ask you to comment below because I want to talk to you. So talk back to me, let me know what's going on. And guys, remember, EDC, EDC.